Alright, so this video is going to be about just showing how we're using a Moza gimbal. Now basically, this is a question that somebody asked me online, and then I thought, oh, let me just make it as an excuse. Let me just record a video on how I do it. Sorry, it's a little bit sunny right now, but I wanted to use this parking lot so that way you can see the movement. One of the things about shooting a Moza gimbal, or any gimbal for that matter, is basically, for example, let's say if I was shooting with my hand extended out, like for example like this, if I'm extended out, what happens is it's very easy for me to make a mistake and move my hand up and down. This is not a big deal, especially when you're shooting moving shots. That means you are actually moving. So when you are moving, what happens is, if you move it up and down, it is considered as part of the shot, so it's perfectly okay. However, I saw somebody online was talking about it, and I was watching them how they were doing it, and I realized that this actually makes perfect sense. Is basically, instead of having the gimbal far away from you, you have it closer to you, so that when you move, you don't do this. Like, you don't exactly move the gimbal up and down. You keep it closer to you, and then you just keep moving. So when you move, your camera stays very steady, which is really good for shooting. Now remember, the idea for using a gimbal is moving shots. So that means if you are shooting and you don't really need to move, like your shots don't have any movement in it, then you just keep it steady, or you kind of use a tripod stand. But if you are using anything and you're using any shot and you really want to move, then what you do is you actually have it closer to you, so that way when you move, it stays very steady. Otherwise, what happens is, if you are moving it in front of you, like for example, if I do something like this, and if I'm moving, what you don't see is I'm actually moving my camera up and down, which is affecting the way the horizon is. So that is something to keep in mind, is that when you're shooting, just, if you want to shoot it away from you, it's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with shooting away from you. So that way you can just move it up and down. It's kind of okay. One thing that's nice about a Moza is you can actually shoot low. That means I can go all the way down and shoot ankle level, like dog level, like a dog, like when the dog is moving, like you can shoot it down like that, and you can go. It's really nice. And then you can shoot it straight up this way. And then of course you can shoot this way, like you can shoot it more like this way. So basically, just to recap, when you're shooting, of course, if you extend it away from you, that's perfectly fine, nothing wrong with that. But you must be aware that you are moving the gimbal up and down, and it may affect your leveling a little bit in the shot. But if you really want a very nice steady shot, you keep it closer to you as much as you can. And then when you move, like instead of standing tall, you just bend down just very little bit, and then you just simply move very steadily, and you will actually have a much more nicer shot. So thank you very much for watching my video. See you guys at the next one. Bye-bye.